Hello, everybody. It's Flesson19, and I've heard a lot of people talking about how difficult it is once they get a fief. They start losing money like crazy. And it is a very big problem. And today I want to try to bring you some tips to try to help you offset that problem. Getting rid of it is going to be virtually impossible until you get into the later games and into those right situations. But when you get your very first fief or when you make your kingdom, money is going to always be an issue. So hopefully I can give you some tips to try to offset that and make your game a little bit easier. Smithing is something that a lot of people just don't like to do. It can be a little bit exploitable with how much things can go for, and it kind of just makes it where you could get millions and millions. However, if you're the type of person that just doesn't care and they just want to be able to play the game, then building certain weapons and then selling them, you can make a ton of money doing it. So that is one option for you to think about, and it doesn't take long to smith at all. If you want to know how to do it, I have a 1.7 walkthrough, and in the last part, I show you in about 1 hour how you can become a legendary smith and unlock every part. Just look for it in my playlist. If you don't like to smith, however, you don't mind crafting orders, you can get yourself a legendary smith just to do crafting orders. They can be extremely lucrative, from 20,000 swords to making 73,000 in pole arms, which are very easy to do if you know how to make them. So you can make them perfectly and pull yourself 70,000 profit. When you do crafting orders, as you go from town to town, you'll notice very small ones. You can get rid of them immediately, but they do refresh from time to time. So don't think you have to do a crafting order. Just keep checking towns, and you can come by and make a boatload of money. Workshops are also a great way to do it if you know what shops to pick. Now, you can be limited by when you're at war with certain people and you can only have certain shops. But if you pick the right ones, you can make a lot of money to help offset all your costs. If you need to know which ones to select, I have a most profitable workshop guide for every patch back to, I believe, 1.5.9 or 8. So choosing the right workshop and also maybe micromanaging it from time to time can work wonders on your bottom line. Never sleep on roguery. It is really good to have. You get 25% additional loot for every 100 points that you get, or 1% for every 4 points. So just throwing 2 points in there is going to be able to get you 25% additional battle loot. Also remember, in each battle, there is a 2.5% chance that a lord will drop a high tier item. We're talking about things that can be worth 10 to 15,000 dinars. And by increasing your roguery, you're also going to increase the chance of that dropping as well. So invest a couple points into roguery. In the long run, think how much loot you make from battle. Add 25 or even 50% more on that number, and it is going to get you very far into being able to maintain all your troops. One thing you don't want to do, and I see a lot of people doing this, is ignoring steward. And this is not just for yourself, but also for your companions, because they gain steward while they are running a party. So, one of the things that you can get and you want to get for your companions that are running parties or family members is efficient campaigner. While they are in an army, they have 25% decreased wages. So if all of your people have it and you pull them into your army, you're going to pay 25% less for every party. Make sure that you're getting efficient campaigner for your party leaders that are running parties for your clan, and you're going to seriously reduce all of their costs. For your main character, what I think is the most important perk is price of loyalty. You are going to decrease your wages in your party by 0.5% for every point over 200. I am currently at 280. That means I am paying 40% less. That means if I had efficient campaigner in an army with these two right now, I would be paying 65% less. And you know you can get parties that can run upwards of 4 or 5,000. Do not sleep on getting a very good steward and getting price of loyalty very quickly. Having the right governor can work wonders. One of the biggest problems people have is when they get a town, they just stock it full of troops because they're worried about losing it, which is very good to do. However, you can go over that amount and you can start losing money very fast. One of the best things you can do is have a governor that is going to go ahead and decrease it. Your big brother, if playing a campaign, is the perfect candidate to become a governor, since when you first get him, none of his perks are assigned. So when you go through and you assign his perks, look for the ones that reduce garrison wages. Here is just this one at 125 that reduces it 10%. But there's also an easier way of looking at this. When you're at your town and you're going to pick a governor, hover over them. You will see all the perks that they give. This is my big brother. Take a look at all those perks. If you go ahead and you add up all the reduced garrison wages just from when you first get your big brother from the campaign, he currently has 20% reduced garrison wages for a town. But if for a castle, that jumps to 40%. So make sure you are taking those reduced garrison wage perks. When you're talking that a garrison can have 5 to 7,000 dinars, reducing that by 20%, that can be anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 dinars a day. So make sure you set up the right governor ahead of time, so when it comes time to get your town or castle, you immediately get that reduced wage. Without a doubt, the last, but really the most simplistic thing you can do is prepare ahead of time. So many people rush to clan tier 2, become a vassal, get a town, and they just cannot support their armies and their garrison wages. There's a lot of things that you can do ahead of time. Make sure that you spend some time being a mercenary. When you're a mercenary, you can make thousands a day off of your merc contract, and you build that up very fast, along with roguery, the battle loot, selling all the prisoners. You can make anywhere between 5 to 10,000 a day in the right situations, spending just a little bit of time being a mercenary. When it comes right down to it, don't be afraid to trade a little bit. You could take a quick run from Ascar up into Britannia and Valandia, and you could take anywhere from 50 to 100,000 dinars worth of horses, beer, grain, fish, dates. Take them up there, and you can double, if not triple, your money for just about 5 or 10 days travel. You could turn your 50, well, let's say 100,000 worth of product into 2 to 300,000 for just 10 days. Not everybody likes trading, but don't be afraid before you become a vassal to just run down to Ascar, buy up all their horses, their beer, grain, dates, run it up to Batania and Valandia once, or maybe twice. You might be able to get yourself 250,000 or even more. I have mentioned this numerous times before, but doing bandit bases, when you couple that together with a laborer's quest, it can make you anywhere between 10 to 20,000 dinars with one base alone. Take troops that have blunt weapons, such as Tier 2 tribesmen and Tier 3 footmen in the Aserai line. Take them in there, let them go off fighting. You'll get all the prisoners. Then you'll take the battle loot, go to laborers' quests, and turn them in. Don't be afraid to do quests. There are some that are very quick that you can send your companions out on, such as escort merchant caravans, where you can make thousands. Lords need horses. There are many quests. Don't sleep on doing quests just because you're a vassal. You can make a lot of money with a lot of different quests. When you do get your town, also you want to look at where is the position of the town. Right now I have one, and as you can see, it is on the front lines. It absolutely needs to have troops guarding it. However, in this situation, if your town was, let's say, Zayonica, it is so far away that it is unlikely that they're going to target it. Therefore, don't try to hold so many troops in your garrison. Your militia do a very good job as long as you're keeping high security and high loyalty. You don't need to worry about any type of rebellions. Don't feel like you need to stack 1,000,000 troops in there just so you can defend it. So you need to find that right line between having too many in your garrison and not enough in your garrison. Make sure you examine your situation to determine whether or not you need, not want, but need that many troops in your garrison. So if you follow along in any of these steps, or even all of these steps, it is going to make it that much easier when you do hit clan tier 2 and become a vassal, or when you immediately become a kingdom. The most important thing I can tell you is be patient. Don't rush to get that town. Get the money. I have 1.1 million right now with one town, and I am still pulling profit. I have 203 troops in my party, 464 in my garrison. I have a grand total of 667 troops, and I am still making money. So as long as you do things correctly and plan ahead of time, you're not going to have a problem with money. Just be slow, take it easy, plan it out, and you're going to not have that much of a problem when it comes to being able to hold your finances. Take a step back. Don't be afraid to hand back a fief if you think you can't handle it because you'll need more troops. Save up some money. Don't be afraid to do some quests. Have the right governor. And above all else, just take it slow and have fun. So I hope this helped you in some way. Until next time, take care, and thanks for watching.